Hi everyone, welcome to this short video on business analysis and its importance. In the next couple of slides, I will introduce you to business analysis. We will talk about what business analysis is, what business analysts do, what are the different approaches to business analysis, and how much business analysts earn. During this presentation, I will talk about International Institute of Business Analysis, IIBA, or IIBA as some people call it. I will talk about their body of knowledge known as Business Analysis Body of Knowledge, or BABOK version 3. I consider them as a definitive source of business analysis knowledge. So I'll keep on referring to them from time to time during this presentation. I will also briefly talk about their certifications related to business analysis. Uh, I will be making additional videos about each one of these certifications and their requirements. So I encourage you to check back at my channel to get further information. Some of the information in these slides is from Business Analysis Body of Knowledge or from IIBA's website, so I acknowledge their copyrights. So this is the definition of business analysis. Business analysis is the practice of enabling change in an enterprise by defining needs and recommending solutions that deliver value to stakeholders. So the two keywords that I would like you to focus on or pay attention to on this slide is the business need, which can be either a problem that needs to be solved or an opportunity that needs to be exploited, and the solution to that business need. So the business analyst is someone who is acting as a bridge between the business and technology. So in this role, he or she talks to the business to understand their requirements, communicate those requirements to IT to develop solutions. So now that you have some idea about what business analysis is, let's talk about some of the approaches to business analysis. And a lot of time these days, people are talking about a traditional approach versus the adaptive or agile approach. So that's true here as well. So a business analyst can either work in a traditional environment where they're defining all the requirements upfront, but mostly what's happening these days is we're using the agile techniques where we are defining the whole projects into different iterations and then iteratively developing the solutions. So iteration by iteration, we're collecting requirements, we're refining requirements, we're maintaining a kind of a product backlog, which we refine from time to time, something that we refer to as product backlog refinement or backlog grooming. So these days, the business analysis work is mostly carried out in adaptive or agile approaches, but traditional approaches is still valid also. So here on this slide, I have put some numbers to give you an idea about the project management and business analysis uh, markets. So the project management and business analysis, they go hand in hand because the BAs are required to provide or gather requirements for the project. And projects, according to PMI, Project Management Institute, makes up something like 1/5 of the world GDP. So think of a project manager as a ship's captain, whereas a business analyst is as a ship's navigator, deciding like where the project should go, and then the PM is basically making sure that the project is steered into that direction. And let me also refer to one of the surveys which was conducted by CIO.com. What they found out was that the business analysis was one of the top five skills that CIOs were looking for. So from time to time, IIBA conducts salary surveys as for the business analysis profession, and they keep on sharing it with the general public to create awareness about like what kind of salary figures business analysts are earning. So as you can see, for instance, here, what they found out was that the business analysts are earning somewhere between 74 to 76,000 US dollars per year. And what's important is that the certified professionals, for instance, somebody who is a certified business analyst professional, they're likely to earn 13% more than, for instance, those people who are not certified. Now, also, you will see that, for instance, the top business analysis areas are information technology, business process management, project management. The top five industries are information technology, finance, government and public sector, business professional consultants, health and care and social services. And you will also see, for instance, the different agile approaches that are being used in uh, a business analysis. So people are using Scrum, which is a framework for developing complex systems. People are using Lean and Kanban software development, scaled agile. They're using DevOps. They're using a combination of Scrum and Kanban, which is known as a Scrum Band. So 70% of the BA professionals, they mentioned that they are using agile approaches. So agile is very, very, I would say, important for the business analysts. And also, like, top five related practice areas where BA professional work. So information technology, business process management, project management, change management, data management, and things like that. The International Institute of Business Analysis, IIBA or IBA, it's a non-profit professional association serving the growing field of business analysis. As the global thought leader and voice of the business analysis community, it actively supports the recognition of the profession, works to maintain global standards for the ongoing development of the practice, and certifications. IBA was founded in Toronto, Canada in October 2003 with the following objectives. So, A, creating and developing awareness and recognition of the value and contributions of business analysts. B, defining the business analysis body of knowledge. C, providing a forum for knowledge sharing and contribution to the business analysis profession. And finally, D, publicly recognizing and certifying qualified practitioners through an internationally acknowledged certification program. Now I'm going to spend some time on the business analysis body of knowledge. So IBA has compiled a body of knowledge which has been revised from time to time. So right now we are at version 3.0. One basically divides the entire business knowledge into what we refer to as six knowledge areas. So, for instance, you're talking about, if I can start with the strategy analysis. So, you're talking about where your organization is, where it wants to be, and let's say what are the risks associated with moving from as is to be. You're talking about requirement analysis and design definition. You're talking about solution evaluation. You're talking about elicitation, requirement elicitation, and collaboration. So you collaborate with the stakeholders, you gather those requirements, you analyze those requirements, you maintain requirement life cycle management, and then of course the whole thing is being planned and monitored. So the business analysis body of knowledge is being divided into six knowledge areas, and those knowledge areas are further divided into tasks. So you perform those tasks within those knowledge areas, and basically you achieve some results. Now, in order to perform those tasks, basically they are also giving you certain techniques. So for instance, if you are gathering requirements, what are the different techniques associated with collaborating with the stakeholders and gathering the requirements? right? So let's say if you're doing some kind of solution evaluation activity, so what are the different techniques for doing that? And then perspectives. So basically there are five perspectives where what we're talking about is looking at business analysis from different viewpoints. So for instance, if I am in IT, how do I apply business analysis? If I'm in an agile environment, what do I do? If let's say I am in business process or maybe business intelligence, so like adapting the approach to the different environments that I may be working on. Finally, let's talk about the different certifications for business analysis that International Institute for Business Analysis is offering. So there are different levels depending upon how experienced you are. So somebody who's maybe thinking about entering into the field and they don't have the experience, so they should start with level 1. So level 1 basically means I have no experience. So how do I start? So basically, this is the certification for those people. Now, as you're gathering more and more experience, so maybe now you have 2 to 3 years of experience, then you can start thinking about the next level. So you move from, let's say, the entry certificate in business analysis or ECBA to CCBA, which is a certification of capability in business analysis. And let's say once you have enough experience, something like in the range of 5 years, then you can go for CBAP, which is a certified business analysis professional. So I have provided the links. You can always go to these links and see more information. I'm also in the process of producing some of the videos on those levels. One of the things which I would like to mention here is that they are not prereqs. So I don't mean that if you want to get the CBAP, you have to do the ECBA and CCBA first. That's not the case. If you have enough experience, you can go to the or you can apply for a certification that is appropriate for your experience. So let's say if you have 5 years of experience, you can by all means you can go and apply for a CBAP certification. So I hope this information was valuable for you, and I would be delighted to answer your queries if you have any, or uh, if you want to share your feedback, you're more than welcome. Thank you for your time, and I hope that you succeed in your career as a business analyst.